Hello, everyone, and welcome to Atara's latest release webinar for October 2021. My name is Arye, and I am a Customer Success Manager here at Atara. Together with me today is my colleague Yaki, a fellow Customer Success Manager. We're so happy that you can join us today, and we're very excited to show you Atara's newest releases. As some of you may know, Atara releases a new version to production every 3 weeks, like clockwork, and this is a recap of the latest features we released. Here are some of the features we'll be going over with you guys today in today's webinar. Atara now has a two-way Microsoft Outlook integration and a one-way Google Calendar event creation, where you can add events and schedule remote sessions with your customers directly from within the ticket. Google users, not to worry, two-way integration for you guys is on the way. Using Atara's new AI auto tagging feature, we will show you how to put Atara's AI technology at the forefront of your day-to-day, allowing you to sit back, relax, and enjoy automatically cataloged and organized tickets. Patch Search and Deploy has been boosted to now display all patches for the purpose of easily installing missing patches right from the report. And now Network Discovery for Workgroups. You can now discover all of your customers' networks and see the complete picture with detailed information on all of the network devices. It is available as an open beta feature for current Network Discovery subscribers and for new trials. As always, there will be a live Q&A session to wrap up this webinar. But Yaki here will be answering your questions throughout the webinar, so be sure to submit your questions using the QA chat box located in the Zoom control bar. So let's go ahead and jump right into the platform. Most of you should recognize our dashboard. So the first thing we're going to go over is event creation from within tickets. So we're just going to navigate over to a ticket. Select a ticket. All right. This is a ticket that came in from one of our customers who has a printer issue. All right. So you can easily just create an event from the action dropdown at the top of the page. Select action, hover over new event, new calendar event, and you can create an event either in Microsoft Outlook 365 or Google Calendar. For the purpose of the demo, we're going to use Outlook. You may be asked to log in, so it could take you just a second. It seems that I have too many browser windows open. Let's try that one more time. I apologize. All right. There we go. Just quickly log in. All right, here we are. The event creation page from your calendar. Two important things to note on this page. The first important thing to remember is that if you have a calendar which you work on together with your team members and everyone has access to, it is very important to make sure that that calendar is selected from the drop-down here at the top of the page. And the second important thing to note is that this bracket over here with Atara and the number and the brackets themselves is the Atara ticket iteration number, and it's very important not to change that. That is the connection between the ticket and the event in the calendar. The name of the event, which is also taken from the ticket, can be changed to however you prefer. Invite your attendees. You could change the date, change the time. Location is by default taken from the customer's address when you created him. You can also remove that and add in anything else you prefer. Within the body of the event itself, you'll see a link linking you to the ticket. That way, just before your meeting, you can always click on it and it takes you right to where you need to be. Once you have that set up and you're happy with it, just go ahead and click on save, and the event has been created. If you would like to see the events on tickets within Atara itself, well, then you have to integrate your Outlook calendar into Atara. Again, this can only be done currently with Microsoft, and Google will be available soon enough. You can do that right here from the right-hand side. Click on Admin Calendar Integration, or you can do it from the admin panel if you're not located within a ticket, just by clicking on Admin, Calendar Integration. Select Connect on Office 365. Again, you may be asked to sign in. I'm already signed in, so I was able to skip that step. Again, selecting a calendar that all of the team members that you work with have access to is the best practice. Click on Connect, and there you go. The calendar has been integrated. So now when we navigate back to our ticket, on the right-hand side, you see the event has been added. There are two places you can actually add events if you have an integration. From the drop-down at the top of the page, or on the right-hand side, new event, new calendar event. Tickets will show up to 2 events going forward. Okay. While we're on the topic of tickets, let's talk about AI auto ticket tagging, Atara's newest feature to make your lives a little bit easier. You may notice here at the top of the page, we have a purple tag with a little Thunderbolt icon next to it. This implies that this is in fact an AI auto tag. You can still manually add your own tags, however you prefer, but these will automatically come in based on keywords. These are really convenient and really useful for your automation rules. For example, if I have a technician who is a whiz with printers, I want all of my printer tickets to go directly to him. You can set that up really easily under your ticket automation rules. So let's check out one that I have created. We go to Admin, Settings, Ticket Automation Rules. Here is my rule. I named it Dispatch and Prioritize Printer Tickets. My conditions are set that an auto tag equals to hardware or printing device. So then I want this technician field to be set to James Johnson and the priority set to high. So when we go back to our ticket, you see that it caught onto the word printer, created the tag, and automatically assigned it to James Johnson and set the ticket priority to high. If you prefer not to use our auto AI tagging, you can go ahead and disable that. Just under Settings, Tickets, deselect Enable Auto Ticket Tagging and click Save. Now when we go back to our ticket, you can see that the tag has disappeared. And if at whatever point you decide to add the tags back on, it's the same process to enable them. Just Admin, Settings, Tickets, select to enable, click on Save, and any auto tag that was created prior to disabling and any auto tag that is created even while it is disabled appears. Just like that. If we head back to the admin page, we have some roles and restrictions. A lot of our customers have been asking us to add more roles, and we have added more permissions now to technicians. Technicians are now able to edit devices as admin see fit. You're able to edit the device name, the relation of a device to a customer or to a folder, monitor devices, as well as clearing alerts and deleting devices. I'll remind you that you can always assign a technician to a specific customer, and those roles can be manipulated there as well. All right. We have made some upgrades to our patch report, patch search and deploy. Let's check that out real quick. Patch search and deploy now has the ability to show you all patches that are available. You no longer have to filter them by a specific type. You can just select all customers, all filters, all agents, and the report is pulled up of all available patches. You can also do that by a specific customer. You're still able to select all and install all directly from the report. Or if you prefer, you can do one at a time or a specific patch that you prefer. We've also made some updates to our patch automation. We'll just head over to our automation rules. Okay, patch management. Now, any software that is installed through Atera via Chocolatey or Homebrew, as long as patches are available, Chocolatey and Homebrew, all patches will be pushed through, as long as you have update all selected, of course. This is really convenient if you're using software bundles, for example, for onboarding new customers and their devices. You're able to select a pre-made package of software, push it through to the customer, and any patches available will be pushed through as well. Additionally, we do have a list of software that will be patched regardless of where it was installed from, including Adobe, Dropbox, Zoom, if anybody still uses Skype. This is all available on our knowledge-based articles. We'll send you the link to that towards the end, unless Yaki does that now. Our last big thing to cover today is network discovery. A lot of you have been asking for workgroup support, and we're happy to report that our product team and very talented dev team worked really hard to get this out for you. So let's see how this works. Up until now, it was available only on domain controllers. Now it's available pretty much to anyone. Select your customer, select your scanning agent of choice. Any device that has an Atera agent is able to be used now as a scanning agent. Domain controllers by default appear at the top of the list. Just going to go ahead and select this one. Click Discover, and the scan begins. If you have multiple subnets, then we encourage you to run multiple scans simultaneously for faster results. I'm going to go ahead and pull up a previously run report just so you guys can see what it looks like. This was run on a work group. I used one of my desktops to do that. Here's a breakdown of the device types, OS editions, and a list of all devices. You can see that I discovered 74 devices and servers on my network, as well as 4 SNMP devices. Opportunities is a great use for network discovery. If we go to that same customer, I can actually see that I have a long list of devices that actually are not being monitored. A total of 39 devices that I could be monitoring. I also have some unmonitored SNMP devices showing up. And I do have some aging HDD storage devices that should be updated to solid state drives. All right. We've also made some additions to our API capabilities. You are now able to create and add folders and attachments to your customers using API integration. We added more transparency to our subscriptions page. You now have a tab to see how many devices are using work from home. That way there's fewer surprises at the end of the month. As some of you may have already seen, we recently rolled out Auth0. This enhanced secured login makes the process easier, faster, and more secure. Available on both web and mobile apps already. Most of the features that we went over today came by request from many of our customers. So be sure to check out Atera's features board, where you can add feature requests, upvote existing feature requests, and get notified. I apologize, and get notified when your feature request status changed. Don't forget to join our growing social media communities. We have a very robust Facebook community, which is a great resource for all MSPs and IT professionals. We have a dedicated Slack channel where you have direct access to key players on our product, R&D, and success teams. And for any of those of you who prefer Reddit, we have a very active subreddit. I'm there all the time. We really appreciate you taking the time to join us today. Thank you. We can't wait to show you what's coming out next. We're going to go ahead and move over to the live Q&A portion of the webinar.
So if you have any questions, please write them in the Q&A section and not the chat, so we'll be able to keep track of them more easily. Matthew, will the Outlook calendar work with a Teams calendar? Not at the moment. It is on our roadmap, and we want to do that. Phil, can you show the alert section? I asked because after the new UI layout, the alert section was not laid out well. We would love to hear your feedback for the new UI. If you want to send it to us to success@Atera, we'll be happy to look at it. Obviously, it's a new UI. We are looking to improve everything we can, so please reach out to us. Can we see which systems are not using work from home? You're able to see from the customer page, you are able to see which devices are connected to work from home and therefore which ones aren't. Anonymous is asking about the Linux agent. We do want to have that. It's on our roadmap. For those of you who don't know, currently you are able to monitor Linux devices via SNMP. We have a pre-made template for that, which is easy. You just clone it from the shared library and apply it to the agent. We also have a knowledge base article for that. Bill is asking, I noticed we can have scheduled tickets in the calendar. Would be very helpful for repeated tasks and ending to English calendar. I agree. So you'd want to have like a scheduled task and also schedule it to the calendar. It's a great feature request. If you could reach out to us at success@atera.com, we'll be happy to log that in for you. Otherwise, as Ari mentioned, we have the features board where our community members can vote on it, and our product team will look into it. How long does the trial last to test network discovery? It should be 14 days at the moment. We're also going to open up the trial to users who used it previously or tried. Obviously, now we have more features, more functionality, and we want you guys to try it out again. Dave is asking, can network discovery scans be scheduled? If you run a scan today, I believe it will run automatically every X hours on a domain controller for work groups. I don't think it is happening at the moment. Daniel is asking, can you leave the network discovery work group blank so it can gather everything on a site? Currently, no, you will have to run the scan on every subnet. Therefore, as Ari mentioned, we recommend running multiple scans at the same time. We are looking into expanding this and using one agent to scan all the subnets. It's something we want to expand and improve.
If you only have one network, then of course you can have the scan running on the one network, and anytime something is added, it will show up every time the scan is refreshed every X amount of hours.
Let's see what else. Frank is asking, I just arrived, is there a location? Yes, this webinar is recorded. We will send out the recording to everybody attending here. It will also be on our website, and it's going to go up on YouTube, so you can watch everything again.
Hashtag famous.
Phil, thank you for updating Atera regularly. Our pleasure. Every 3 weeks, we have a new version, and we like developing this for you.
Thank you guys for your features, because without your requests, we would do what we want to do and not what you guys want us to do. We get to do that balance.
Rob is asking, if a client submits a ticket from a private email address, such as user@gmail, how do we assign the ticket to the appropriate client? If this contact is already in Atera, it's going to go to under the right customer. If this is the first time this person is emailing you, then the Gmail will probably be unassigned, as you don't want to have this as a domain under a customer. For the first time, you will have to assign it to a customer, but the next time this person contacts you, it's going to go under the right contact. Aaron is asking about the Exchange integration. As I said, we are looking into it. It's something we want to do.
William is asking if we're able to see, sorry, Yaki.
Yeah, go ahead.
William is asking if we're able to see which specific device is using work from home. Currently, we do not have that availability, but it is in the works. So we have just a total work from home usage for now.
Actually, I think he asked who is not using it, who is not using the license. I don't think we can do that at the moment. If you have it enabled, that's what we show you on the customer page. On the subscription page, you see the total amount of usage on your account.
I apologize, William. I misread your question.
Let's see. But Brian is asking, can we have the same ticket alerts go into one ticket instead of many tickets generating? I think what you have here is a misconfiguration of the email template you send out. In general, there's a snippet that has to be in the title that you send out automatically. I would go with support or to our knowledge base so you can look into it. This shouldn't be happening, Brian. Let's take a couple of more questions. Robert is asking, I just started working with Atera, but when you update a ticket by sending an email, is there a way to see it on Outlook? So at the moment, the conversation with the end user is through Atera. The calendar integration is more for you to schedule the time to work on the ticket or, be on an offsite and things like that. You can also, Robert, have notifications go out to the team whenever the end users answer you back, if that helps the process. Pete is asking, where can we adjust the threshold for a device not checking in? I assume you mean the availability monitoring. I don't think it can be adjusted at the moment, but if you're talking about the threshold profiles, it's from admin threshold profiles. Aaron is asking about a dashboard dark mode. We're looking into it, but there's a very good Chrome extension that does that for you. So if anyone here likes dark modes, look into it. It's on the Chrome store. Ryan is asking about opportunities on the network discovery tab. Those should be cleared out. I know this was something requested before. Either we already did this, or we're gonna actually look at the agents that have the Atera agent installed and remove them from the opportunities. It shouldn't happen either now or down the line. Daniel, are there plans to add TPM status in network discovery or audits? This is a major item for security, and I suspect for Windows 11. The next module we want to have on network discovery is for security audits. So this is really interesting, actually. If you can reach out to us, as I said, to success@atera.com, and we'll move this to the product team as they're looking into having a security auditing aspect to network discovery. Please reach out to us. What else? What else? We have a couple more minutes. Someone is asking, does firewalls block the network scan? So for scanning with the good old-fashioned ways, with domain controllers, we have a KB article with what you need to have open for the scan to properly run. With workgroups, the newly added functionality, it should work without having to tweak anything. If it doesn't, please reach out to us, to the support team, actually.
Matthew is asking if there's a way that it can see the roadmap. The best place where you guys can go see our future features is our feature board, as mentioned before. You can access that right from the Atera platform. And you can also upvote the features that you guys would prefer to see sooner. That way they will be produced and developed faster.
Thanks, Ari. Joseph is asking, do you have any idea when MDM will be available? MDM is, I know it's requested by many of our users, and it means different things. If you would like to elaborate, again, please go to the features board and feel free to write down what it means to you. Our product team is looking into mobile device management, and we would love to know what you want to see in that feature.
If I'm not mistaken, MDN is actually near the top of the upvoting numbers.
Yeah, I think it's number one, actually. Daniel is asking, is the scan by subnet or work group? So each time you will scan one of the subnets. But you can run multiple scans from multiple agents simultaneously.
Also, if you have a really, really large network, you can have 2 scans running on the same network. That works as well.
Douglas is asking, how do you access the features board? If you go into Atera, you will see a small icon, hopefully with your face in it on the top right. And if you click that, you will see the features board. Over there, you're able to see what our community is asking for. You can upvote, discuss different ideas, and provide use cases as to how those things would help you out. Let's take one more question, see what is new here. So many questions, guys. Brian asking, and sorry, I missed your answer. When you get multiple alerts from one endpoint, can we have all the alerts tickets goes into one ticket? If you're asking if all the alerts from one machine can be created into one ticket, then the answer is no. You currently have the option to enable or not enable tickets to be automatically created from alerts, from the critical and high severity alerts. And
yeah, okay, want to do the one last one?
Yeah. Let's see. Daniel is asking, how do we use the beta? Is it online for downloads? I'm not exactly sure what you're asking, but if the question is how do you move into the beta environment, which is where we initially release all of our features to try out, then you can do so by contacting our support team, and we'll be happy to move you to beta and try all of our new features before everybody else. There are many great questions here, as I can see. I'm sorry we weren't able to answer all of them, but yeah, as Ari says, thank you. Please send all of your questions to, if they're technical, to our support team, which is available 24/7 via email or live chat. And you can always reach out to our team at success@atera.com.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.